out. Granddad told me one summer, he said, you can have that pony, but you're going to have to break him. He said, if you can't break him, you can't keep him. So I got up there in this harness room, and I got enough stuff together, and I tied me a bridle together, and my reins was 2 lead ropes. And I take one lead rope off and lead him, and when I got done, when I was ready to ride, I take it off halter and put it back on the bridle. And that son's gun would throw me and drove me. And I got
throw him off.
Buck me off.
Threw you off. Okay.
He got where he'd throw me off, and he'd go.
But he told that one.
Might go from here to that car up there. Most time not that far, and he'd stop and he'd look back. Well, you gonna get up and get back on?
He's having fun.
He was big enough. I'd have to get him over next to a porch or something, stump, and jump over on him. By the time I'd jump on him, he'd take off bucking.
When I was a kid.
And I got started, and then was working up there around all the guys getting up hay and wheat and all that stuff during the summer, and give Henderson $15 for a little black pony for Grady, and that's how me and him got started.
So how old would you say you were with that whole story you were just telling about breaking the black and white?
I was 7.
7 years old.
Yeah.
And
that's when I started. And now
people got attached to horses.
See, Granddad didn't care as much for him as it did me, because he never offered me a horse or a pony.
Maybe he's trying to get rid of me.
Well, actually, what happened, I can add a little bit to that. When I lived with him, I begged him and Daddy to get me a pony. Well, Ricky, Gary's brother, had broke both elbows at different times riding a pony. And neither one of them would have, so you came along late enough that I guess they'd forgot about it. Neither one of them would let me have a pony, because Ricky, who's 2 years older than me, had broke both elbows riding a pony. And if his Dave takes his shirt off, you can see the, he's got the old scars, when they sewed him up.
I heard that story a bunch.
Yeah. So.
Didn't sway you though, did it?
Oh no. Well, he told me I
well, you gotta know Ricky.
Him, Yeah.
He was not the most coordinated.
Oh, really?
No, Ricky, he was slim.
Oh, I remember he was very slim and very tall.
Still is.
Yeah. But he was, now how old is he now?
Well, he's probably 64, I guess.
64, okay.
Maybe 5.
Hard to believe.
So that's a full
I got
12 years older than
Charlie
me.
Frank Young and all that bunch. And they'd come by the house and pick me up, and we'd go on wagon trains. By the time I was 9 years old, I'd done been in Love Valley and rode all over that place. It's still up there. When it started
now,
off.
Do you do this professionally at all, Barry? You get money out of it?
Well, I trade and break them and do things.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
you could train people to ride also, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know,
yeah, I've done that some.
Hell, he taught me to ride when he was 12.
Teaching a person to ride. It ain't breaking the horse ain't really a problem. But you get a person that's terrified of the horse. I had a woman come over a few years ago, and her daughter could ride. Oh, she could ride forward, backward. That horse could blow his nose, and I told that girl, I said, you don't want to stand flat-footed and jump 4-strand barbed wire fence. Hell, she'd be standing here and the horse blow his nose. And she was over there. But she didn't know what was wrong. She thought he was mad. I said, oh,
maybe he was.
She had to blow his nose,
He's snorting.
And she started riding, and I took her on some rides up in Virginia, and she done pretty good. First time out, she got drove. I told her, I said, you ready to ride now?
Yeah. Right.
That's the first lesson.
She got up and got back on.
I got thrown. I don't think I could get back on.
Oh, that's the old saying. You know, you got to get back on a horse.
Yeah. But she had rode for. She had rode in pen and everything for 30 days or better. Went out on one ride and went out up there, and something spooked him. And he didn't really buck. He jumped backwards. She just sat on there, and that's one thing you don't ever do is get relaxed on the horse. And when he ducked his shoulder, and she really didn't get hurt, but knocked the wind down the other. Just showed her how quick she could come off.
You learn a little something, but it's a little scary too.
Yeah.
She got guys. I'm gonna